now let's take you to Pompeii, the southern Italian city famously buried in an eruption from Mount Vesuvius almost 2,000 years ago. Well, stunning artworks have been uncovered in a new excavation of a previously undiscovered part of the ancient site.
Archaeological discoveries constantly reshape our understanding of history, from Mount Vesuvius's fiery devastation to a mysterious ancient structure in Greece. Here are the top 5 discoveries of 2024 that are rewriting the past in unexpected ways. Pliny the Elder's Mount Vesuvius Villa. In January, an ancient Roman villa was discovered in Baiae, a town known mostly for its hot springs. But what has the world buzzing is the claim that this could be the lost villa of Pliny the Elder. If true, this would be a monumental discovery, tying directly into one of the most famous events in ancient Roman history, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. So, who was Pliny the Elder? Gaius Plinius Secundus, known as Pliny the Elder, was a man of many talents, a philosopher, naturalist, writer, and naval commander, living between 23 and 79 CE. He's celebrated for writing the now-lost 20-volume work Bella Germaniae, the history of the German wars, which likely served as a crucial source for later historians. Known for his wisdom and kindness, Pliny the Elder met his tragic end during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, an event documented in detail by his adopted son, Pliny the Younger. Pliny the Younger, though less known, was a prominent lawyer, author, and magistrate in ancient Rome. Luckily for us, he penned hundreds of letters, with over 200 still surviving today. Among his most famous are the 2 letters describing the eruption of Vesuvius and the death of his adoptive father. On August 24th, around 1 p.m., Pliny the Elder was alerted by his mother to an unusual cloud formation, later identified as the beginning of Vesuvius's eruption. Pliny the Younger recounts how his father, driven by curiosity and concern, set out to observe the phenomenon more closely. But what truly links this discovery to Pliny the Elder is the villa's vantage point, offering a clear view of Mount Vesuvius, aligning with the description in Pliny the Younger's letter. As Pliny the Elder prepared to leave, he received an urgent plea for help from Rectina, the wife of a friend whose villa lay directly in the volcano's path. Pliny, ever the brave soul, changed his plans and headed toward the danger, a decision that led to his untimely death. Along the way, he famously declared, "Fortune favors the brave," a phrase that still resonates today. Pliny the Younger describes how his father, upon arriving to rescue his friends, was ultimately overcome by the toxic fumes from the eruption, leading to his sudden death. Despite the dramatic discovery, it's unlikely this newly unearthed villa belonged to Pliny the Elder. There were countless similar villas along the coastline, and while it's a thrilling possibility, it remains just that, a possibility. Archaeologists aren't claiming it definitively. They're merely suggesting it could be the case. But oh, what a case it would be. The Black Room. The ongoing excavation of Pompeii continues to reveal the secrets of a city frozen in time. Among the most stunning recent discoveries is the so-called Black Room.
I am standing in the Black Room. It's a new room that has only been revealed to the world this morning after lying hidden for 2,000 years, and it is absolutely extraordinary.
A lavish and enigmatic space that offers a glimpse into the luxurious and perhaps scandalous lives of Pompeii's wealthy elite. Located in Section 9 of Pompeii, the Black Room is part of an expansive residence adorned with opulent decorations. The room itself, with its walls painted a deep, inky black, served a practical purpose. It concealed the soot and scorch marks from oil lamps, which would have flickered through the night as the wealthy entertained their guests. But what truly sets this room apart are the intricate frescoes that grace its dark walls, depicting mythological scenes with remarkable detail. One fresco portrays Paris, the Prince of Troy, as he stands before Helen, the Spartan princess whose beauty would ignite the Trojan War. In another, the god Apollo attempts to seduce the Trojan priestess Cassandra, who, doomed by fate, rejects him and is cursed to have her prophecies go unheeded. These mythological scenes weren't just decorative, they were conversation starters, prompting discussions on love, fate, and the interplay between personal desires and historical forces. Gabriel Zuchtriegel, director of the Archaeological Park of Pompeii, shed light on the room's significance. He explained that the flickering light from the oil lamps would have made the images on the walls appear to move, especially after a few glasses of Campanian wine. The mythological couples depicted in the frescoes weren't just romantic, they symbolized the tension between individual choices and the broader sweep of history. Zuchtriegel suggested that these ancient stories resonate with us even today, as we navigate our own lives within the context of larger societal and global events. The Black Room is just one part of a larger residential and commercial complex that has been under excavation. The house included a reception room, a garden, and was connected to a bakery and laundromat, businesses that likely belonged to the same owner. In the bakery, archaeologists discovered the skeletons of 2 adults and a child, victims of the catastrophic eruption. They may have been slaves, crushed by falling debris as they sought refuge. Interestingly, the initials ARV, believed to stand for Aulus Rustius Verus, a wealthy Pompeian politician, were found etched into the walls and millstones of the complex. This has led experts to speculate that Verus may have owned the entire property. As archaeologists continue their work, injecting glue behind the fragile frescoes to preserve them, it's clear that there's much more to uncover in Pompeii. At the current pace, it may take decades before the full story of this ancient city is revealed, but with each discovery, we get one step closer to understanding the lives of those who lived and perished there. Medieval iron gauntlet. When you think of a medieval knight, you probably imagine someone lumbering under the crushing weight of heavy armor, barely able to move. But according to art historian Matthias Goll, that image is more myth than reality. It's an old fairy tale that medieval armor was incredibly heavy, Goll points out. In truth, the armor was surprisingly light and flexible, designed for both protection and agility. A prime example of this craftsmanship is a right-hand gauntlet, recently uncovered near Kyburg Castle in northern Switzerland. Found in the cellar of a medieval building that burned down in the mid-14th century, the gauntlet has sparked interest due to its exceptional quality and design. While archaeologists like Lorena Burkhardt from the Canton of Zurich's Archaeology Department are still piecing together where it might have been made, one thing is clear. The gauntlet represents the pinnacle of armor-making technology of its time. The gauntlet's construction shows a deep understanding of human anatomy, with individual plates riveted at the joints for maximum flexibility. Goll speculates that it might even have been made of steel, which would offer superior protection compared to the lower carbon iron used in less advanced armor. Despite the high cost of armor, Goll notes that not all knights were wealthy, and social class didn't always determine one's economic status. While some knights struggled to afford their gear, it wasn't uncommon for peasants to own luxurious items like silk and fur. The lost church of St. Geminiano. In the heart of Venice, something extraordinary is unfolding beneath the centuries-old stones of Piazza San Marco. What started as a simple project to replace the ancient stone paving has transformed into a historical treasure hunt. The majority of these stones were original, laid down when the piazza was first constructed. Workers were instructed to be vigilant, as nobody could predict what secrets the earth might hold. Little did they know that beneath those stones lay the remnants of a church lost to time, the Church of San Gimignano. As the workers carefully removed the paving stones, they stumbled upon something unexpected, part of the long-forgotten Church of San Gimignano. Hidden within a crypt beside the church's floors were the skeletons of 4 or 5 individuals, including a young child. Their identities remain a mystery, but the elaborate nature of their burial suggests they were people of some significance in Venetian society. The discovery has sent ripples through the archaeological community. The Superintendency of Archaeology, Fine Arts, and Landscape for the Municipality of Venice and the Lagoon, the body overseeing the excavation, is confident that this is indeed the famous Church of San Gimignano. Sarah Binney, the director of the excavation, emphasized the importance of the find, noting that the church's exact location had been lost to history. Archival documents had hinted at its existence, but its precise location was unknown until now. The discovery is very important for the study of the original Piazza San Marco, Binney said, which was very different from how we see it today. But how does a city like Venice lose track of such a significant church? The answer lies in the challenges of urban planning. As Venice grew, the original layout of the city became increasingly inadequate for its expanding population. The Church of San Gimignano was relocated not once, but twice, before it was ultimately demolished in the early 1800s. Urban planners today work hard to anticipate future growth, but in medieval times, such foresight was rare. The church, once a vital part of Venetian life, was sacrificed in the name of progress. The Church of San Gimignano has a rich history dating back to the late Roman Empire, around the 6th century CE, during the Byzantine period. This was a time when the Holy Roman Empire had fully embraced Christianity and placed immense value on churches. The origins of San Gimignano are somewhat murky, but it is believed to have been commissioned by General Narses, who gifted it to the people of Venice as a gesture of gratitude for their help in the siege of Ravenna. Historical accounts describe the church as opulent, adorned with valuable decorations that reflected its significance. Now, as the remains of the Church of San Gimignano are being carefully excavated, archaeologists and historians are piecing together the story of this lost treasure. Every stone, every artifact tells a story of a Venice that once was a city shaped by its faith and its people. As the excavation continues, who knows what other secrets might be revealed beneath the stones of Piazza San Marco. Mysterious 4,000-year-old building on hill. Archaeologists in Crete have stumbled upon an ancient enigma, a massive 4,000-year-old stone structure on a hilltop that's left experts scratching their heads. Discovered during a dig for a new airport near the town of Castelli, this mysterious building is already making waves, potentially throwing a wrench in the island's major construction plans. This circular, labyrinth-like structure spans a staggering 19,000 square feet, resembling a gigantic car wheel when viewed from above. It hails from the Minoan civilization, a culture renowned for its lavish palaces, vibrant art, and mysterious writing. The Greek Culture Ministry has called it a unique and extremely interesting find, and it's easy to see why. The building's purpose is still shrouded in mystery, with no clear parallels to any known Minoan structures. Archaeologists speculate that it might have served a ritualistic or religious function, but so far, there's no definitive answer. The building's interior is divided into smaller, interconnected spaces, encircled by 8 stepped stone walls standing over 5 feet tall. It's believed to have once been topped with a shallow conical roof. further adding to its enigmatic nature. Interestingly, the structure doesn't appear to have been a dwelling. Inside, a large quantity of animal bones was found, hinting at its possible use in ceremonies or rituals. The Culture Ministry has noted that the building dates back to around 2000 to 1700 BCE, a period that saw the rise of Crete's first palaces, including the famous sites of Knossos and Phaistos. Some features of the structure even resemble early Minoan beehive tombs and other ancient burial mounds in Greece. While the discovery has captivated archaeologists, it has also prompted a rethinking of the airport project. Culture Minister Lina Mendoni has assured that this incredible find will be preserved, with plans to relocate the radar station to a new site. What do you think about this ancient mystery? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating discoveries.